Beautiful. Right. Hello, everyone. Before I go any further, a quick disclaimer. It is my first time hosting such an incredible webinar as the one we have today. Uh, um, as the one we have today. Sorry, brain fart. And I have made some notes to prevent me from straying off. Mainly so you know that I'm not watching TikTok or anything of the such. At the same time as giving you a rundown of tonight's webinar. So my name's Mark Tormer. And in the name of its team, I would like to welcome all of you here tonight. And someone just said that there's no audio right now. Can everyone hear me properly? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yes. So my name is Mark Tormer, and in the name of its team, I would like to welcome all of you here tonight, and those of you who I have personally invited to tonight's presentation. I just want to say thanks. You're epic. And just as epic as BDC, in fact, who are a well-established Ethereum-based digital asset development company, in short. However, I will refrain from going into any more detail as it's not in my job description this time around at least. Personally, I myself have been involved with BDC for the past year or so. This was primarily through my dad being involved with BDC, aka Blockchain Digital Capital, for the past, well, will be 3 years in this May. I'd just like to acknowledge all his hard work quickly over the past year and a half, making this truly extraordinary webinar happen. Fueled by our joint belief that the English language is both the catalyst and the fuel for the multiculturalism and diversity which we see, love, and live in today, creating an ever more vibrant tomorrow. We are going through a similar period of change, unfolding in the digital world. With these changes come numerous opportunities to help us make the most of our savings and make our money work for us instead of us working for it. Something which I myself have learned the hard way over the year that I was out of education and working the hard way. And during this time, I earned just under £20,000, which may sound reasonable as I was working anywhere between 30 to 48 hours a week on average. However, what if I was to tell you that in this time I could have made just over 20 to 23,000 pounds from investing as little as £1,000? This would have been the case if I would have listened to my dad, who in the summer of 2020 suggested to me that I should invest £1,000 from my savings account into WBT, otherwise known as the Wealth Builder token, which is the main product of blockchain digital capital. I could have had 23 times the return of my investment, or now currently 15 times the return on my investments if I would have listened to his sage advice and invested that money instead of spending it on different things. I truly don't wish for any of you to miss out on such an amazing opportunity as I have missed out on. Instead, hopefully you'll learn from my mistakes and will make the most of the opportunity, which will shortly be presented to you all here today, and to those also that will be watching the recording. On that note, I love to stop talking about myself, and with great honor and lots of love, introduce to you Regina, who is both the European Regional Director of Blockchain Digital Capital and one of its founding members. She feels it is her life's mission and goal to spread awareness about and help as many people as possible, not only to generate an extra bit of wealth for themselves, but also so we the people may be able to gain financial liberty through these assets which BDC provides, resulting in us being able to sleep peacefully, knowing that our financial assets are in a secure and safe place, while simultaneously having these same finances working for us constantly 24/7, generating us further wealth. You will be glad to know that I have said my piece, and now I'd like to give the stage over to Regina, who will guide you through the questions of what, who, why, and how BDC. The stage is yours, Regina. Thanks for coming and joining us today.
Thank you, Mark, for this amazing introduction. It's such a pleasure to really hear such a young, person. I really don't know how old are you, but I suppose you're very young, and I'm not asking. And it's really always a pleasure to see a really young generation being involved in this huge change that is going on right now in the world, and taking it responsibly and seriously, because guys, I mean, this is about your future in the first place. And it was good to hear that you're not on TikTok only, but you're really, really thinking about financing and really a future and freedom, because I really strongly believe that a cryptocurrency market and blockchain technology, Web3 technology that we're going to talk about today a little bit, are about to change the world. And it's not only about evolution that we're talking, because many people hear about blockchain is making this huge evolution, but it is even more than that. I think it's a quantum leap for the humanity, in order to not just being a better human beings, but being absolutely different human beings than ever before. I think it's more about such a change that can change a human being as a human species. I really believe in that. And before we go on into our solutions and what we have created with BDC team for the past 6 years, because BDC has been on the crypto market and blockchain market for the past 6 years, and it means if this tells you something, it means we are a dinosaurs in the industry already. Because to really survive in crypto market, and not even survive, but to strive in the crypto market, means you have to really have a really great and strong product, a really relevant solution that helps people. Because if not, or if, let's say, the product is not being brought up to the market in time because it's not the time yet, it means that the company will not survive, unfortunately. So in order to be noticed, the company needs to carry some value to people. I think all of us agree on that. And not only in terms of money, promising wealth and health and everything, but also important even from philanthropical standpoint. And we are willing to wait for years. We are willing to talk for years, and even more years, and even more years, until people, and not only people who are around us, will not realize what is going on in the world right now, how it will change our lives. Because we are, guys, in one boat. They said we are in one boat. We're in this planet Earth. We cannot escape what's going on right now in the world. And I think the sooner the better. The sooner we understand what's going on and take a responsible look at this market, the better it is for us. And I think, again, all of us will agree that, or some of us will agree, especially on this market for the last couple of years, that before, in the last 10 or 13 years, well, not 13, 12 years since Bitcoin was born and everything, it was more of a speculative asset. People were talking more about getting rich fast, or somebody got Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies without really understanding the idea behind it, and they were more, like I said, speculating on it. And this is why right now still many people are kind of weary of the markets. Many people are very skeptic of the technology. Many people are like close the blinds because they were hurt once. They had a bad experience, and they shut down the roles. And I'm here to really make a call for you guys to really open up, not to believe me or Mark or Robert or anyone, but start really using logic, and start really opening your senses really to why is it important. Because I think right now on the crypto market is a new generation of thinkers and a new generation of investors who are becoming aware and more conscious of what, how, and with which strategy to invest into crypto market, especially on the long term, in order to build a capital. And so, to cut the long story short, and to cut the long introduction short, let me share some slides with you, which I need a feedback from you guys. Do you see my slides? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Are you okay?
Yeah, everything right.
Very good, very good. Because as I said, crypto is about wealth and freedom, but only in that case And I believe in only in that case, if we take it seriously, responsible, have a strategy and stick to it, then we can talk about freedom. Freedom is not about the, kind of playing a poker or going to casino. Maybe we will have success or not. We're talking about making steps towards a big capital on the crypto market. And without the strategy, without a clear idea of why are you entering the market, do you understand at least, the basics of what is blockchain technology and what can it bring to us. If you have that strategy, you're cool, you're good. And please take a long term, please think about building something rather than, gambling, So I think many people, I don't know, Mark, I think many people are gambling on crypto market. And this is why it is so scary sometimes for people who have not entered the market yet, because they think all of us on the crypto market are speculators and gamblers. It's not true. And we call ourselves BCAP, or some people call us BDC, or blockchain digital capital. We are really a next generation digital financial services platform. Sounds very fancy. Now I'm going to explain it now on blockchain Ethereum. Basically, we have created solutions based on smart contracts. It means mathematical algorithms that run on Ethereum blockchain. If you let me speak a little bit about blockchain, blockchain is a technology that deals with storing and managing information a little bit differently, or very differently than what we have done before as people on paper, on promises and things like that. On blockchain, everything is written down basically in a form of in a digital form, and every information is available to everybody on the planet who has access to internet. So basically, when we talk about blockchain, we're talking about dealing and managing information in different way, which is much more transparent, which is much more clear, because we have an access to it as people in the world. And this is why everything basically can be opened up at any time. Whatever happened on the internet, on blockchain, this is why it is much more safer than, let's say, storing information on paper. So this is a basics of blockchain. I really call you to read Bitcoin white paper, very interesting, Ethereum white paper, if you really want to know more about blockchain. But if somebody will ask you what is blockchain, you already have an answer. It's a technology that stands for storing and managing information digitally and decentralized, in a decentralized way. Okay, so what we do, we basically develop solutions, financial solutions, and this is why I'm kind of accentuating and emphasizing, making an emphasis on financial solutions, because on blockchain you can have any products, any solutions that are not necessarily in finance, but let's say in logistics, in production, in music, anything. Our company deals with financial solutions because we are sure that at this moment, since the technology is very young, the crypto market is very volatile yet, it is the time to build a capital. And as time goes by, much more companies and the market becomes more stable, many companies, more projects will go to blockchain to make their processes easier, to make their processes more transparent and cheaper, actually. So let me come back to BDC. So what we do, we created products that help people everywhere in the world where cryptocurrency is legal create a digital wealth. First of all, we met the same problem 6 years ago, back in 2016-17, as investors, because we and my family, we were also looking for solutions on blockchain. We understood how cool it is, and we understood, thanks to my dad, Husnulin Zinat, who is the founder of the company, we understood that the money, fiat money that we're using right now, like euro, like US dollar, like forint if you're from Hungary, like ruble if you're from Russia, wherever you are in the world, fiat money that we use, the traditional classical money, are no winners anymore. People are, not people, but the banks, central banks, they're printing money in a crazy way. There's a lot of money in circulation right now. You can really read about it and go after this, printing money. If you just put the statistics on printing money, it's enormous since 2008, since we had the big crisis, and it's still not over yet. Now is the real deal. Now we will all face big financial problems if we do not go to digital and crypto market. Actually, that's true. So and since we realized that it's good to save your money and put it somewhere safe on blockchain and invest into crypto market, we didn't know how. There was no really, help from outside. We didn't have any access to, let's say, companies or people who could really explain us how to invest into crypto market, not in one cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, we know everybody loves it, it's cool and everything. But since we understood, and my father, my brother, and me, we are coming from, we have a long history of financial services in a traditional way. We understood that in order to create a capital, you have to diversify. It's not enough to just buy one asset and prey on it, let's say Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's good to diversify. We looked at the market and we saw that at that time there were around 1,000 cryptocurrencies. And it means basically, if you are a smart investor, you have to buy the whole market. So basically we have to have an access to all 1,000. But then also we noticed that by capitalization on the market, there were only like 20 cryptocurrencies that were really taking up the space in the crypto market, meaning that they had something to say, they were bigger by capitalization, everything. So as an investor, and we started with ourselves, we understood that it's good to invest in top 20. And if it's good for us, then we can talk about it to our friends, to family members, to our communities around us. So basically we can spread the word. And this is how our company was born. It was born out of necessity for our own, for our own selves. And then we started. I'm not going into the details how we started. It's a really interesting story. We're gonna, if we meet, I'm sure that we will meet one day. Maybe even personally, I will tell the story. But for you to understand, the market has a tremendous potential still. If you really listen to me, in 2017 we had 1,000 cryptocurrencies. That's a lot. But today we have more than 27,000. It means that every day, every month, every year, there are more and more crypto projects, cryptocurrencies are being born. Right now, we're already talking about Web3 applications. Right now, we're already talking about artificial intelligence. Right now, we're talking about NFTs and things like that. And for many people, it is still kind of Chinese. And I'm with you. So it's very difficult to really, for a normal person who does not deal with this market, who is doing their job, they're doctors, teachers, students, other professions, hairdressers, yoga instructors, we're not sitting at the computer and looking at the charts all the time, but we want to participate in this market. We understand the importance of this market. We understand that right now, this is the only industry actually in the world that grows so fast. There was no other industries right now in the moment, not even a real estate, because many people turn the real estate is the deal, or gold or precious metals. You have to admit that at this moment, a crypto market, and it still has 10-20 years for the growth even, that is growing so fast, that is developing so fast, that according to experts, in the next couple of years, from 23 until 25, 27, the market will grow from $1 trillion to $6 trillion. That means 6 times. times 6, right? Or even more. This is just an average, because for the last 10 years, as Mark mentioned, the growth was tremendous. I really don't want to say the number, but it was I think 800 times, not 800%, but 800 times. So Bitcoin, let's say, was 0.1 cent. Now it's 28,000. It was also 60,000. And we're not here to speculate. I'm just telling you the global picture of the growth. And we, as smart investors, we have to see basically the potential and growth. And from here, we can really start to understand, if I convert my money, I don't like the word invest, because basically what you do, you're converting your old money, let's say if you're in England, your pounds, into WBT index. And here we go. And again, I'm saying it's good to it's good to give it a try, to start to invest into crypto market and converting old money into new. In many ways, we are just, we can be a good partner for you, because it's easy with us, it's safe with us, because we take all the responsibility basically for all the cryptocurrencies that are in your portfolio. It's easy to use, because it's automatic, everything. You don't have to rebalance the portfolio. You don't have to store all the keys, because if you are on blockchain, every cryptocurrency has a crypto wallet. It has a crypto public key, private key, and I don't really want to, make it harder for you. You can do it, of course, yourself. When we talk about decentralization, blockchain, people are free. You can do whatever you want alone. You don't need us in the sense. But from my experience, personal experience already for the past 6 years, that I work with many people, with other companies too, with partners, we see that at this moment, the IT culture in people is still a little bit irresponsible. People forget passwords. People forget private keys. People don't take care of their computers. They I don't know, many viruses. They believe, in letters that are being received on Gmail. They answer, and then they find out that it was a hacker who was trying to steal their private keys. And it is real case scenarios, and the reason why I'm saying this is not to scare you, but you have to be ready. If you are into private money and you understand that digital currency is a private money, it's your money, you are responsible for that. So without BCAP, you have to really spend time to educate yourself. You have to take time, and it's not one day, one week. It's about 1 year, I think, if you want to be really, really stable in this market. I think it's kind of on a daily basis for a year or half a year or so. You have to be really kind of religiously learning about this. You have to choose a reliable exchange, choose a secure wallet, because there were wallets that seemed very secure and then now they're nowhere. Again, true story. Store your keys securely. You have to decide which currency to buy, how to sell it, how to buy it, how to rebalance it. And basically manage your portfolio. I'm not really advising to trust a person to really manage your portfolio, because it's still a person, and we try to really close down and this risk of somebody managing your portfolio. And in BDCAP or BDC, we are not managing portfolio. We are offering smart contracts for use for our users. And basically, after they register in the platform, they are managing their own wallet, they're managing their own keys and passwords. And of course, people and our users don't need to rebalance and everything that I said before. It's very easy to use, really. Sometimes today I had a very interesting talk with somebody. It's been my partner. He's been my partner for the last 3 or 4 years, and he said, today was the day that I understood it's too easy. It's so easy that it's just, unbelievable. It shouldn't be so easy, because people, for some reason, they're used to making things difficult, and if something is difficult and complicated, it's good. But it's not true. It couldn't be farther from the truth. We make the conversion from old world to a new world very easy for people with a smart contract. our very first product, our very first baby was the WBT index, which stands for Wealth Builder Token. And behind the WBT or WBT token is the idea of wealth creation on blockchain with digital assets, with diversification, safety, and on the long term. So everything in BDC, dances around the WBT index. All other products that I'm going to introduce you today are based on this index, because index is at this moment is the only safe or risk minimizing, and for the long term, the most optimal product. Again, since we're not a startup anymore, we have our own statistics. We have a lot of interesting stories around us. I can really definitely tell you that those people who found it very conservative, because you don't have to do much, you don't have to jump around like crazy, you don't have to sell, buy, trade, and do all these fancy things. So it's kind of boring. But with the WBT index, you create wealth, because long term works for you, market works for you. You don't have to really do unnecessary movements, but it works. And I'm going to show you examples now. So this is our first product, index WBT. You can have an access to it anytime. You can sell it, you can buy it. It's absolutely liquid, and the tokens are stored in your private wallet. Okay. And then in 2019, we came up with this idea. Again, what would people need? We were brainstorming, and I definitely remember that day and that period when we came up with this accumulation protection token idea. Is that okay? Many people understand that long term is a friend, but long term, let's say 10 years in the crypto market, is a huge leap. You can build. I really can't. It's very big money in 10 years if you really kind of loyally and trustfully do this homework and follow the strategy. In 10 years, according to statistics, many things can happen. Number one civilization disease right now in the world is oncology and cancer. We have to speak about it very openly. And the only thing that can step in the way of investing and creating a wealth, it's our health. If something happened with us within this 10 years, and again, we see it everywhere, if the disease comes, it takes all the money. And we wanted to help by creating this new smart contract based on WBT smart contract, which means you're saving your money in WBT token for 10 years. But if anything happens with you, if they diagnose cancer in you, or the second case in APT is a sudden accidental death, then the smart contract pays a compensation. So you don't have to ask money from your relatives. You don't have to even sell all your tokens that you have accumulated for those years. Basically, the company pays a compensation, or smart contract pays a compensation, and you are free to choose where do you want to go and heal. It can be a hospital, it can be India, somewhere in the Himalayas, anything. So we're not saying that we are contracted with the XY insurance company, let's say, or a hospital, and you have to go there. No, basically we are giving you the freedom to receive a compensation, and you can start go and heal the same moment. And it's interesting, in our statistics for the past 4 years, it's been very good. The world statistics, World Health Statistics, is at least in Hungary, every second person in their lifetime will face a cancer problem. But our statistics in BDC is quite different. We're I think very healthy community here. Since 2019, there were only two cases that we helped. It was basically immediate payment in 3 days. 2 people, they received compensation. They live, they thrive, and I'm so happy for them. So it's a really ethical, very cool product for life saving. I really advise all of our users, actually, use APT and WBT as well. I'm the same user. I use both of them. And soon, very soon, we are introducing the Children's or Kids Program Fund and Retirement Plan Fund. Basically, we haven't, made anything new. We modernized the working solutions that are usually working for people. People need savings. People need to have a future, and having something for the rainy day. They say we want to live good when we go, on our pension, or when we retire. And when we think about the future, it's not kind of whatever, the tool in which we accumulate our wealth is important. And at this moment, unfortunately, fiat money is not our friend for the long term. We have to spend it now, basically, because if we don't, all the money that we earn today, they melt in our hands. So crypto index is a perfect accumulation tool of wealth in the long term. Let me show the example, because it's absolutely from experience. Right now we have 4 scenarios, 4 types of investors in our community, and basically we can say there are 4 scenarios, 4 performances of WBT, and I hope that you will understand what you need to do by learning from these mistakes, or by learning by the successes what other people had. Let's say, imagine you invested index WBT and forgot about it for 4 years. It's a real case example, real life example. Somebody in 2019 bought WBT index for $0.18. Today, actually, it's 1.27. Today, I looked up at the index price, but in 2019 it was 0.18. I think it's such a typical example. He or she bought this and then went on with their life. They forgot about the index. And then one beautiful day in 2023, in January 21, the guy woke up and he said, "Oh, I have an index. I've heard about Bitcoin. Everybody's talking about cryptocurrency. I think I have something." And he woke up, he went to his web office, and he's seen, money that I invested grew by 631%. Real case scenario. For me, it's a good example of why not to hustle too much, because by hustling and doing this everyday unnecessary movement, we do worse. Okay, so it's good to forget about our crypto assets for a couple of years. But the problem, I think, was he could make it better, or she, I don't know if it's she or he, but this person could do it better if he would do it several times, kind of regular buying. But even in this case, just imagine if he would invest, I don't know, $10,000, and now it's much more. That was a pretty good deal. Why I couldn't stop? Okay. The second example, because we have to be honest with ourselves, we're not talking about just all this flowers and butterflies, but it's also a scenario. If somebody of you remember, back in 2021, it was a huge bull run for crypto market. People were crazy. People were investing. People, they thought that the market will grow exponentially without stop, and the market grew so much as that in 2021, our index price for 1 WBT was $3. A lot of people bought index at that time, on this hype of euphoria that market is so beautiful and great, and forgot about it. And they just bought, and then market went down. The person made one purchase again. It was already kind of bitter purchase, because it was from $3, it fell to 1.13. And then they got disappointed. Oh, the market is dead. Bitcoin is dead. Regina was not telling the truth. The whole BDC is not as good as we thought. They got disappointed and, forgot about it. And in this case, at this moment, since the first price was the highest, so he bought at all times high, he's still, or she, at minus 62%. 62%. If this person would proceed to buy regularly at the low prices right now, they will be in plus. This is also a scenario. Once or twice they bought and then kind of, forgot about this, budgeted type of investment. You will understand why I'm telling all these stories to you. The next scenario, it's also a real case scenario, and I really want you to pay attention to this. The guy, let's say he's the guy, he bought 6 times, he made 6 purchases within the past 6 years, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 6 years, $1,000, no more, no less. He said, I don't care about the prices, but he was not lucky enough. And within a year, he got the highest prices of the year when he invested. Let's say this was his, doomsday. And still, just look at this picture. Every year, let's say on January 1st, he bought a WBT token for $1,000. At that time, you see on the second column, we see the price of the WBT and the total amount of WBT tokens. Even taken into account that he bought all these WBT indexes at the highest prices per year, he's still in plus right now. It's very interesting. And John Bogle, the inventor of index, the S&P 500 index, let's say, he was right. The budgeted and regular purchases of the whole market, of the best assets in the market, will lead to a better result, because this is how we get so-called cost average effect. And this guy, he was very smart. I mean, in the sense, very smart, not so lucky because he bought very high, but still, he made from $6,000, he made $8,154. This is just an example. You can put other numbers. You can play with numbers. This is a fact, okay? And even if many people right now are talking about this is the end of the crypto market, this is like a bear market right now, the guy is still in plus. It's important to keep this in mind. But because with this strategy and with this value that we carry, we're dealing with education. We have many seminars, presentations. We analyze the market. Our experts team, they're rebalancing our portfolio in time. We're tracking the news. We're creating portfolios. And for our users, it's easy. It's easy really to just invest and wait, invest and wait, invest and wait. And the best strategy, the usual strategy, is this. Now you can even take a picture of this, because this is what really happened with many people who did the regular purchases and at the average price per year, because you never know when it's going to be the highest price or the lowest. Let's say this is my example, and I decided for myself, and actually this is what I do too. Every month on the first of month, each month, I invest something into WBT. Each month. I do it every month. I know people who do it every day, let's say by $20 even. I know people who do this once a year. I know people who do it twice, quarter. You choose your own strategy and your own, the time space, how it is important for you or not important, how it is comfortable for you to invest. But in this case, the guy or me, we got the average price per year. Let's say in 2019, the average VBT price or WBT price, it was $0.17. Okay. And if somebody would invest $1,000 at that price, he would receive 5,882 tokens. So basically, to cut the long story short again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, $5,000 conversion from dollars to WBT tokens, total WBT tokens altogether 15,000, more than 15,000, and the profit that the person got, because today is the price, and even today is the price 1.27. Actually, I'm actually taking again the average price 1.13. From $5,000, we got $17,000. Not bad, not bad. That we minimized the risks. We didn't jump around like crazy monkeys, and this is for sure. From this strategy and from this example, we can really now sit down and really start to do the math at home. How much am I willing to invest into crypto market for the long term in order to have XY, amount of money by the end? You can really play with numbers. If the market grows 6 times, if the market in the next 10 years grows 15 times, if the market grows double time only, because nobody know what in what year, how the market will perform. But one thing is for sure, that the market in 10 years, 5-10 years will be much heavier, much bigger, much richer than today. So you remember that slide? This one? This one. Today, the cryptocurrency market cap is $1 trillion. Now, this number in the next couple of years will change to $6 trillion. Because new investors, new projects, new people, even the governments, they all move to blockchain. And nobody knows which project, which cryptocurrency will be the winner. This is why it's important to diversify. This is, I think, even if one thing that you will bring yourself home today from this, lecture or from today's monologue of mine, is that think long term, crypto market, blockchain technology, diversify, and do it at minimal risks. If you're new to the market, I would really definitely advise you to start, learning about it, and start moving, start investing as not as quickly as possible, but really start doing something, because every day counts. I'm sorry. I'm back. Something happened to my throat. Mark, can you help me, please, with
Yes.
just
Yes. What do you need? I'm at your service.
just take over the conversation. I'm gonna drink some water.
Yeah. No worries. So as it says on the slide, the composition of the index token is a balanced portfolio of most promising blockchains on the market. So essentially what it does, so I've been doing some paperwork in the meantime, so I haven't been exactly following, but I'll give a rundown as well while she's recovering. It essentially, the index, what it does is that it holds the amount of money that you put into it and spreads it across these top 20 cryptos. And these top 20 cryptos, for example, or 20 or so, are Ethereum, Bitcoin, Cardano, and etc. And the important thing about this is that it's a win-win situation, and due to the way it works, it's trading 24/7. So even as you're sleeping, there can't be a case of where one crypto crashes and you lose out on money. So it's always safe. And Regina, if you're ready to.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
It's a big surprise for me. I don't know what happened with my throat. I think let's summarize today. I think this is a sign to really stop talking, because
yeah,
I think,
perhaps.
it's interesting viruses today in the world. I had a problem last week, and to really summarize today's talk, and I think we can continue next week. We'll cut it out. Okay, we'll cut this out. You can be a user of the platform. You can be an investor, because we also have investment tokens. I think let's leave this for the next time. Actually, this one is the APT, one of my favorite products. The cancer and the accidental death insurance. But what I think this is also important to mention, that if you decide to really start now, and today is the day you understood the importance of the market, you understood the Mark, can you explain, please, the subscriptions? Because I think people don't want to hear my voice like
Yeah,
this.
sure.
Yeah.
I understand it roughly, in all honesty, but I'll try my
I'll help.
best. I'll try my best. I'll try my best. Yeah. You rest your voice. Rest your voice.
Mark,
Yes.
I help you, but we are saying Hungarian, and you
Okay.
can
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
who is needing, right? So just let me know if need of help. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, can we do it, Dad? So like you say in Hungarian, I'll translate, and then
Right. Okay.
just start me off a bit. Give me a feel.
Szóval ezek ugye új termékek lettek, klubtagság, subscription, és ugye lehet látni, hogy három különböző klubtagság van, és akkor le van írva, hogy mi van benne. Oké?
No. So there is three types of subscriptions, as you can see on the slide here. Basic for $499, gold $750, and diamond for $4,999. And all of these have different benefits depending on what you want to do with them. And Oppa?
Let me take over, guys. Okay,
Yes.
Let me take over. So with these subscriptions, if you're old, a kind of oldie in our company, you understand the beauty of this product, because before, in order to get to the index, in order to get this beautiful diversified portfolio, our clients had to pay 20%. It was kind of like a bitter aftertaste, okay, I pay let's say $10,000 just to say something, and then I pay 2,000 for just the commission, and as the time grew, and for the past 6 years we have experience with smaller investors, bigger investors, but this 20% was kind of, even if we talk about crypto market, that on the crypto market 20% is not that much actually, but still it was kind of a barrier for many people to really enter safely into the market, and many people choosing something else, more riskier products, and they burned their money there because they couldn't afford 20%, and I'm being really honest with you. And this is why we were kind of thinking and brainstorming, how can we make this product available to masses, to many people, who wants to invest smaller, bigger amounts, but really to make it free, basically with 0% charge. But still, we are a service. We have to survive as a company because we provide a value, add-on value. We came up with the subscriptions, memberships, which is a very popular form of interacting with the companies. And this idea actually was of our advisor, Vlad Martynov. If you don't know him, he was the advisor of Etherium, let's say, and he was working closely with Vitaly Buterin. And we've been working with this beautiful, really soul for the past half a year. And this was actually our common idea, to create a membership. Basically, if a person starts to realize the importance of investing, he becomes a member of our kind of club, or becomes a member of a company. He pays, or he makes a payment of $499, let's say, for 1 year. It's a membership for 1 year, and he has an access to the index whenever, wherever, for 0% charges. It's pretty cool. So it means, and actually in the basic type of subscription, the person can choose to pay this $400 or $500 in installments. So let's say you don't have $500 at once, and you can choose monthly installment by $50. In the case of gold and diamond, there's no monthly installments, but there are more benefits. I think we can talk about it next time, but you can really read about it here as well. The 750 is for 2 years. For 2 years, you don't have to upgrade this subscription. You can use WBT 4.0. It's a fourth type of subscription, or fourth type of crypto index. It's the same index, but a little bit different smart contract. And if you want to build a partnership with us, it's a different topic. We will speak about it later. But if somebody is interested in building business with me, with Mark, with Robert, and many other people who are really in the world talking about our product, just like me at this moment, you receive a career status. So basically, you are having an advantage of starting building a career. Usually, and our statistics so far, because this has been introduced last week, it's fresh from the oven, really. It's a 1 week product, and we already have a statistics. The usual, the most popular is of course gold. I think people like the golden middle, 2 years, I get 50 BCTs. It means we have our investment tokens. And a diamond is also very, very cool, because here in the diamond, and this is my favorite, because you have everything. It's like it's unlimited. You don't have to resubscribe. You don't have to worry about every year. And then as a bonus, and catch this, 450 investment tokens, BCTs. And if somebody of you are familiar with our BDC company, it means that our company pays dividends on their investment tokens. It means if you have at least 500 BCTs, here we give 450. You have to just get the 50 BCTs here and there. We are on Uniswap and Timex and other exchanges. You start receiving dividends. And actually this year, very soon, I think from May, June, we will start paying dividends monthly, on a monthly basis. Before, it's starting. Oh, bear with me. Before it was once a year. Now it's going to be every month. So it's good to have BCTs as well. It's a real deal. If you know Hungarian, I really recommend you to visit us on basic seminar this Saturday, because my father and the founder of the company, he will talk about the value of BCT, the really add-on value. What does it mean? And I think it's beautiful, the whole idea behind it. But when you buy diamond subscription, you basically get an access to dividends. And as a career, as an entrepreneur, you already start your career in a very good level. It's the 3rd level. I'm not going to go into details of partner program. I think, guys, let's make it separate for those of you who really want to start building a career with us. And this is just icing on the cake. I really advise you to start educating yourself, even on the company. What does it mean that the company works on a blockchain Ethereum for 6 years, that we have already products? We're not an ICO, we're not a startup product or a company. So if you want to really start taking it seriously, I think it's time. Many more slides. I think this is the very good topic for the next time. I think we will meet many times in English. I'm so grateful to Robert and Marco for this organization. I know, guys, that how much effort it takes, because I've been there and I'm still there. I'm organizing events as well. I talk a lot about this topic in Russian, in English, and Hungarian, hopefully soon in French. And I know how hard it is. For many people, it's just a Zoom. It's just a little organization. It's just, the introduction. And when Mark introduced me, I know what he went through. And just really, I'm so grateful for that. And I think we can start doing it regularly, maybe even every week. And if you agree, we can invite super interesting guests to our talks and speak about what is BCT, what is WBT, what is the market. It's really interesting and intriguing and crazy. But I really hope that all of you who are listening to us got this, the idea that this is something that I should deal with. I should really dig deeper into this topic, because this is your future. It can bring you a lot of health, a lot of wealth, a lot of good moments. Of course, if you are, taking into account awareness, consciousness, and really start logically thinking about things. I'm not a party of, let's make it very fast and very big, and then we don't know what to do. I think everything takes time, and even, you know, building a wealth, it takes time and courage, even when the markets go down. You know, you have to get prepared for that. No, Robert, you have to get prepared. When the market goes down, this is the moment of the truth of who you are and how nervous, how is your nervous system? Because when the market goes down, what do? We buy. But most of the people, they sell because they panic. So, pláde panik, no panic, ne pánikolunk minden egyes nyelven, because when the market is down, and still the market is down, if we think about the future. So this is the time to really start digging deeper, educating yourself, start investing, find yourself a tool that you feel comfortable with, that is easy to use, that you have an access to all the time. And I hope that you will find a good partner in us. I hope that you know, you will start having the same good experience as we do have, and yeah, that you join our very cool society and very cool team of professionals and entrepreneurs, because this is who we are. This is who we are. And if you are speaking Hungarian, because at this time in this Saturday it will be in Hungarian, I hope in the future we will have translation to English, especially now that there is interest in it. But be with us. You can register. I think you can you know, turn to Robert and ask for much more information. I'm sure they will help. No, you will help your people. And yeah, good luck to all of you. I think I will stop this presentation. A lot of information, I know. And then if you don't mind, next time we will talk more about investment tokens and partnership program, maybe.
Okay, just one more thing as well before we leave it. I would like to say thank you, and I can tell that you've been presenting a lot recently because of your voice as well, going.
Always.
Must have always 24/7. But yeah, thank you for your wise words as well, and it's just wow. Like, I think I'm not sure how the people feel, or the people watching feel, but I don't even have the words, obviously, to express how exciting and amazing the project is, you know, and all the opportunities it has to offer everyone, really. And it's not even just an opportunity about generating wealth, it's about generating liberty. Exactly. Individual liberty, and it's not just for yourself but for others, you know, because like as she touched upon, if you join the program and you start to work with it, which it's work, you can help so many people in so many different countries gain financial liberty, you know, or at least just have an easier life. And the next point is if you guys have any questions right now here, or the people watching, obviously, is contact the person who invited you here. And then the other thing is, the most important thing before I forget, is that, as Regina touched upon, we will be holding presentations like this regularly, hopefully at least every 2 weeks, if not every week. We'll aim to make it every week, so it'll be like a mini basic seminar throughout the month, establishing all the basic points that you guys need to understand in each webinar. And the next one will be establishing understanding of the products in more detail, obviously, as she touched upon as well. That's it from me, and I think we can end it here, Dad, if everything's all right.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
For organization and everything, and start. Don't hold still. The movement is life. Movement is life.
Yes, exactly.
Have a great evening, and I see you soon. And
okay.
Thank you very much, Regina. Thank you.
Much respect.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Cool. Bye everyone. Bye bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good evening.
Have a good evening. Bye.